Josh again, our makeup director, or makeup designer, is sort of he collects real people. So whenever he sees a real person with a scar, he's like, hey, can I take your picture? He wants to talk about it. So he has all these real photographs of really gruesome things of people and really awful things. So he works from life. But I did a lot of reading about what sort of sensations you have left, what it feels like that he burned, what happens, what's the recovery like. The truly messed up thing about American Horror Story is that we don't know anything ever. Ever. So I read the pilot and it says that I burned my family. And I'm like, okay, I burned my family. And so I, shoot that monologue, truly remorseful for burning my family. I'm actually weeping on the set. And then we get into episode 5 and I find out that, I didn't burn my family. They burned themselves? Oh, okay. I wish I'd known that on the pilot. And then at one point Jessica, and I lied with Jessica and I was something about being burned, and she goes, well, who burned you? I said, I have no idea. She goes, did you burn me? I said, I don't know. So I found out that Tate burned me. It was a complete surprise to all of us. We didn't know until that episode. We're like, oh, Tate burned me. That would have been nice to know in those scenes at the dinner table when we had tension between us. So that's actually a good thing in the band. Like Thaisa Farmiga didn't know she was dead for 2 episodes. She had no clue. Because Brian sort of believes in not telling actors things because, actors are a little irresponsible and they will sort of, play the end. So it's his way of controlling that by not telling us anything. And also, he doesn't actually know. Please don't record that. Anybody record that? We're going to get fired.
So what was your experience working with Jessica Lange? I mean, she's a brilliant actress.
She's pretty awesome. She is. Give it up. She's definitely awesome. She's got a theater background. She's a film actor. TV was sort of new for her, and it took her a little bit getting used to. She's a team player in the best possible way, but she also was completely fearless. So, she'll do whatever she feels like doing on camera. And you better be ready for it. So at one point she comes and visits Larry in his little room and she's got a knife in her hands. And we block it a little bit, but we don't really rehearse it fully out. And we get to the scene and she puts the knife into my balls. It's a real knife. I'm like, and that's the take they use because it was real. It's always better to not have to act, but it's better to walk out of the set with all your bits intact. But she goes for it. There's a scene in Freak Show where I reach out at Stanley and touch her in the face, and she really didn't like that. She really reacts like this, and I didn't do it again on the take because I felt funny about it. Didn't feel like it would pay benefits, but they use that actual bit in the actual take. So a lot of the things that you see are oftentimes things we're discovering in the moment. And it's fun. I mean, the very first part of Freak Show, I did a lot of pushing her around the set, where I would come in with a very strong idea about blocking, and I would just push her. And then later in the season, she started pushing me around the set, because our relationship had changed. And some of that we talk about it, and some of that we don't. We just do it. Kathy Bates is also fantastic and ferocious. I don't want to talk about the stories. I don't want to. Everybody seen Freak Show? I don't want to spoil anybody. Anyone who hasn't seen it, close your ears. That's a really good thing. So, Kathy Bates is in the car dead, and I am trying to stage her suicide, and I have to put a chain around her neck. And of course, Kathy Bates is in the car, acting dead, and we're acting, and the camera is rolling, and I'm putting the chains around her neck, and I'm being careful because I don't want to hurt the actual person, but I also am counting. And I'm doing it, and she goes, how many fucking times do you put a fucking chain on it? That's Kathy Bates.
I always think of her from Misery, no matter what she does.
She's fantastic.
Yeah. Now, you weren't in Asylum the second season, but if you could pick a role in that season, I think you could have played the Nazi doctor.
I would love to play the Nazi doctor. Jamie Cromwell. Jamie Cromwell's a phenomenal actor.
You did a great job.
I
think you could have done it.
I was supposed to play Santa Claus. The part that bad Santa Claus. That was my role. Ian McShane did it. I thought he did an incredible job. I couldn't do it. I was filming The Pyramid. We see how that worked out. Ryan loves to bring everybody back, and It doesn't always work. People have conflicts, and that was my conflict, and I really tried to work it out, and I felt terrible I couldn't do it. I loved Asylum. It was an amazing season. Yeah, and the only part for me would have been either The Doctor or Bad Santa, if you like to call it.
Yeah, I think you would have been a good Nazi doctor.
Why, thank you.